Yeah.
I think you all recognize the B.
Happy New Year! It's backwards!
Thank you.
4 seasons!
Hi, welcome to Just in Vegas. Today is a special episode. I'm Chris, and with me is JT. So, we're here. Jess and I have been married for almost 8 years. It'll be 8 years in January. And I just wanted to take over her channel today just because we always talk about Filipino things that I like, and to see if anyone out there was interested in what a foreigner, a Cano, would like about Filipino culture. We're lucky enough that there's a lot of Filipino products that we have access to. There's full-on Filipino grocery stores. There's small mom and pop shops. There's independent restaurants. There's the big chains from the Philippines and Las Vegas. We kind of have it all here. We're really lucky that we have that here in this part of the United States because of all the Filipinos that are here. So I'll start out with, oh, look what we have here. I think you all recognize the B, but the funny thing about Jollibee is the first time I went there, being an American, I didn't get chicken. I've really only had chicken, I think, 2 times. We've gotten the family bucket a few times, so guess what my favorite thing from Jollibee is? The Big Yum. It's a hamburger. All right, well, looks like Matty has chosen to join us for this part right here. So here we have the Big Yum.
My dad had when he first got Jollibee.
Yes. I've really only had the chicken 2 times. I really like the spaghetti, but it's not as good as my wife's. She did a vlog earlier on that, but I think what makes it good is the fact that she puts Eden cheese in it, and then we'll chop it up and we'll grate it, although this is kind of hard to grate, and we'll put Eden cheese. Eden cheese right now is really hard to get in the United States. I think there's a lot of products right now that are really hard to get, and Eden is one of them. We are lucky enough that last time she went to the store, they had it. We have this, and she's going to use this for her tikoys that she makes. I'll have her make a video of that. Those are really good. When they sell those rice cakes around Christmas and New Year's, she puts the chocolate and the Eden cheese together, and with the lumpia wrapper. Oh, it's really good too. So that's another reason why I really like Eden cheese.
What I love is mango juice.
Yeah, mango juice.
It's on seafood steak, and I really love this. They have me share this thing. And Matty choose to try next part too. I know. So
JT's got, he really likes mango juice. The yellow mangoes are really hard to get in the United States. I didn't say they're not hard to get. It's hard to get them. They're expensive. You'll get them sometimes. They seal the crates and they're not good. So, but when they are in season, we get them. And then, here's another one of JT's drinks.
4 seasons.
Yeah. Normally we get it in this size, but at the store they didn't have any. I've asked around, and it's like I said, it's one of those things right now with the pandemic. I think it's hard to ship things. So we got this brand for JT. This is Philippine brand. Yeah, it was good. And we'll start with another drink. This is one I like, Royal. I think you've all probably had this. This is a good orange soda. Really like Royal. We have some bakeries here in town. There's some independent ones that are really good. We also have a couple of the big chains from the Philippines that have a couple outlets here. But I chose to go to see. The problem is I already bought these today, and the kids have already eaten them because they really like them. So this is, what is this, JT?
Ube bread.
Ube bread. You see, gotta have ube. I knew ube would be on my list. Some type of ube product, ube ice cream. What are some of the other ubes that you like?
I like the ube roll.
Ube roll. So here, you can have an ube roll. He was just asking about that. There you go. And then this is another one that I got that I like. It's a Palmetto Cheese roll. Palmetto cheese is pretty big here in the southern part of the United States, and I've had it there with my friends who are hopefully watching this. Had some pimento cheese sandwiches, and I was kind of surprised the first time I was in a grocery store in the Philippines to see pimento cheese, but I know it's a thing over there, and I like the bread. I like the bread with pimento cheese in it. The other thing we got some nice fresh pandesals. I don't know if you can see this. These are warm. There's a little bit of heat coming off these. I really love Filipino bakeries. I mean, I could spend all day in there showing you all kinds of things. Maybe we'll do that some other time. All right. Next thing is I really love Filipino breakfast. I love, the garlic rice, simple one fried egg, and, with the side, the kind of meat. My favorite two meats are, what's this one, JT?
Corned beef.
Corned beef. He's got food in his mouth. He's still eating his roll. I like corned beef, and I like longanisa. So we got these two today. Love Filipino breakfast. My wife makes it. Sometimes we'll eat it for dinner even. It's really good. This next one that JT wanted me to grab are Philly nuts. Now these are from the Philippines. This is not a Philippine product. I bought these in the United States. I bought them online. And I just wanted to show some of the Bicolanos and Bicolanas that might be watching this. My wife's from Bicol, so I know that some of her relatives and some of her friends are watching, just to show you guys some of the things. What they do is they take the nuts and then they sell them, they flavor them. I've always had them plain in the Philippines, or I've had them with kind of like a candy on them. But this is the big thing over here for this, for one of the paleo diets, and these are also vegan. That's another big thing over here, not eating anything with an animal. And this is rosemary and olive oil, and then we have a cocoa one, and then they had some different flavors. We bought these just to see what they were like, bought them on the internet. We were interested just to see a product from Bicol, or something from Bicol, and how it was over in the United States. So the next thing we have a couple different beers. We're gonna do this one first. This is one that I like to drink. This one's San Miguel Cerveza Negra. This is a nice dark lager. It's got a nice rich taste to it. It's a little different. I really like this one. The next one we have is one that kind of surprised me that I liked. Normally I don't like beers like this, and this is, it's the San Miguel Apple. And what ended up happening was, you're back in the province and you're either at, I think it was a restaurant, and it was like, hey, can I get a beer? And they said, sure, this is the only one we have. And it turned out to be San Miguel Apple. Well, normally I don't like these kind of beers, but over there with all the heat and humidity and everything, it was kind of refreshing. See this one? All right, yeah, this one is a darker, richer beer. It's not exactly the best beer to be drinking in the sun. It's a little better, at night when you're in your house or your hotel room, wherever it is you're staying. This one, like I said, it's a little lighter. It's got the fruity taste, and so, like I said, I was surprised, but it's a good beer to drink when you're out in the sun and the heat, and that is one thing when you're over there in the Philippines. There is a lot of sun and heat, and also in Vegas, there's a lot of sun and heat and everything here in the desert. So I will drink it here in the summertime. Next thing we have, we're getting towards the end, is Palmetto BBQ Marinade. This is something that we use. My wife, we like to barbecue a lot. It's simple. We've had other ones that they just don't taste as well, in my opinion. And she'll take some garlic and onion, chop it up, marinate. We do a lot of pork with this, a lot of pork skewers, a lot of pork belly, things like that. It's really good. So that's, I do have one other thing that I just want to show you that we bought here in the United States, and I'm sure you all recognize this. We've had a little bit of it. I just checked it in the store today, and it sells in the United States for $16.99 a bottle. That translates to, with the tax and everything, it's about 700, 800 pesos, just to give you guys a comparison. The only difference I will say, this is 40% alcohol by volume. I know in the Philippines it's a little less than that. But that's okay. So that's all we have for this episode. I just wanted to give you guys a sample of the things that I've tried and liked in the last 7 or so plus years. There's a lot more out there. There's a lot of restaurants that I like, a lot of different foods that my wife cooks. My favorite is the Filipino spaghetti. Love pork adobo. Some of the, she makes bilo bilo. That's also something that I like.
I like it too.
You like bilo bilo too?
Yeah.
She makes a really good macaroni salad that a lot of my American friends really like. Maybe we'll do a video on that too. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions in English. Like I said, I've been married to her for almost 8 years. If there's anything out there that you might want me to try, or let me know what I think of it. And we'll see you next time.
You have to like and subscribe to my mom's channel, Just in Vegas.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Salamat.
Salamat.
Thank you.
4 seasons. Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's back. Shout out to Rio Lanero Falco.
Shout out to Rio Lanero Falco. Hi.